Hey friends, man, it is April 3rd, 2025, and after 3 years of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, you're still here and you still care. And I'm actually here. I'm actually here in Ukraine. I'm in Ivano-Frankivsk, and just so grateful for this opportunity to see what God is doing and to be a small part of it. And this morning, I got to go with John to spend some time and minister to, and with a number of refugees, women who've mainly women, older women who've been evacuated out of their homes that were bombed by the Russians. In one case, a lady we called Sniper because she was part of the Olympic team in 1980 as a sports shooter. She had received an apartment that was literally her everything that as part of the Olympic team in Uledar. And if you recognize that name, is because Uledar was wiped off the face of the earth by the Russians. And she stayed in her apartment until the very last. She was desperately having to go find food and water, but literally she only left when all the apartments on top of her had been destroyed. She was on the first floor and the windows were gone. But she's come here and has nothing, and she is just you know, like in pain, and we got to pray for her. Saw a measure of healing for her, but really saw how God's love really touched her. But then we got to spend some time with pastors, a couple pastor couples that had from John Lynch and another, and Tatiana, and their a couple of friends, all of who have emigrated here from Kursk, and then the local pastor Ludmila, who has accepted them and brought them into their congregation. It's just been really beautiful to watch them and just kind of hear their stories about how they got out, and what was involved, and how they've been ministering to refugees, and really just see Ludmila's heart to open up and serve these refugees and refugee congregations even. So sweet. But then in the evening, had the amazing opportunity to worship with the leadership team of Ludmila and her leadership team of her church, and it was incredible. God just was so good. And one of the things that's really been a concern of mine for Ukrainians is, in the course of 3 years of hell, they have a lot that they could forgive. And part of the thing is like, it's really hard to forgive when the stuff is ongoing. It's really hard to forgive when it keeps getting added to. And it's also really hard to forgive when it's so horrible. But the reality is, forgiveness is not for the person who did it to me. Forgiveness is for me, to set me free. And it just, my cry for the Ukrainian people is that they might be able to forgive, that they might be able to be free. And so I really got to share some things, and as far as hearing God's voice, and brought that theme in, and it went so amazing. And so grateful for you guys, for your prayers. And it really is making the difference. Thank you for your gifts. Many of you have been so generous. Like I said, I'm hoping to do an interview with John and maybe Tatiana tomorrow. And if you've got questions for them, jump on that live and ask. But I want you to hear their stories, hear about what they're doing, hear how you can be a part. And so, but also then tomorrow we'll be going to Dnipro, or I will, and have an opportunity to be in a couple churches there. And one of those is going to be Vladimir Lilya's church, that you guys are so familiar with, the Church Blagovest, and we're so honored to be there, so excited. So just want to encourage you, pray for it. You'll actually be able, if you follow their page, you'll be able to join in on that worship service. So you might want to check that out. If you need that link for their church page, go to ariselife.org/help Ukraine, all one word. Take you to their page where you can give if you want, or also you can see their Facebook pages. But Just love you guys. So grateful for you all. Have an amazing, amazing day. And as always, like, comment, share makes a difference.